Oh, and if you guys haven't picked yourself up some of these, you should check out the link in the description or just down below. These are just like a standard heavy duty, like Kevlar, or not Kevlar, but I don't know, like almost like a jean material bag. And I made them in a bunch of different colors so that you could basically just toss in a little bit of tackle in each one, know exactly what's in it. I have two of them right now. I have one tackle, terminal tackle, and then this has my soft plastics in it that I'm going to try this morning. So go check them out, help out the channel, hit that like button, do all the stuff that we need to get this thing to grow. All right, let's catch some fish. All right, welcome back, everybody. Well, anybody that's new here, thanks for joining me today. Out early, but I'm out real early because I only have a couple hours to fish here. I'm gonna try to catch some big fun fish today, maybe a couple of eater fish. It just depends on what I find chasing around this lake. On a crystal clear lake, before a storm front, I literally probably have like 2.5, 3 hours before a hurricane hits. So, not literally a hurricane, but it looks pretty nasty. So, I'm gonna give myself about 2 hours here and then a half hour to get my butt off the lake and somewhere safe. So stay tuned. Hopefully the next thing you see is me sticking some fun fish. I'll give you a little hint. They pull pretty hard. Okay, first things first, I'm gonna see, there's a couple big fish floating around down here, and see if they want this crankbait. Okay, so little jig, and then a little crayfish, crawdad, whatever you want to call it, imitation. I'm gonna see if there's some giant brown fish around here. Never used this combination before, but I know they eat them, so I'm gonna try it. That looks pretty good. Okay, I didn't want to have to do it yet, but these fish are driving me nuts. So I'm gonna see what's all swimming around here. I think there's a couple of fish on this thing that I'm trying to get on here. Fish on. I don't know what this is, but it ate a minnow. Oh, I am not feeding you guys today. Okay, because I know how much everybody loves just when I use just live bait and a slip bobber. I've been chasing these fish around all morning here, and I don't really have too much more time to play around here, so we're gonna go ultralight line in the slip bobber. This is only 4-pound test, so if I get anything really big, it's gonna be a battle, that's for sure. Fish on. Switched it up to that slip bobber and freaking chunk of night crawler. Let's see what these chunky fish swimming around down there are. Oh. Hey, stop peeing on me. There's a jumbo gills. That's not a bad one. Not what I'm after, but not a bad one. Okay, first big fish, and I'm not recording. So apparently I need to use 6-pound test here. What is that? Oh, it's a walleye. A decent one too. See if it's a keeper. There's one walleye. If it was a little bit bigger, almost dropped him. If it was a little bit bigger, I would definitely keep him, but this guy's only 17, so he's got to go back. He already gashed me up good. Blood, I'm bleeding. Okay, so I'll take that as my first big fish. I was wondering what that school was. There's a giant, well, not a giant school, but a school of big fish. Probably like 6, 7 of them. So I'm gonna guess that's just a school of walleye cruising around eating a bunch of bait fish this morning. Man, he got me good. But yeah, hopefully we get a chance to get a couple more of those guys. The storm's still coming and I'm running out of time. So wish me luck. I'd like to get an eater. That was about 1.5 inches too short. Or an inch short? Yeah, about an inch short. I think it's 3/18 here, so I wouldn't mind 3 of those. But if not, I'm still just chasing big fun fish today, so let's catch some more. Okay, so to get those guys to finally bite, I'm just nose hooking on this jig head a piece of night crawler. I had it kind of bunched up on there before, but they weren't biting it. So it has to be real natural, I guess. But I mean, it makes sense. This water is crystal clear. Got another one, and the camera was off. This guy's even bigger. I got my hands all freaking bloody because of the first walleye. Once again, I'm using my 4-pound test rod. This is my Apex Light. It's usually a panfish rod, but when you're fishing really clear water, a lot of times you got to go super light on your line. Otherwise, you won't get a bite. I don't know what this one is. This one's really heavy. If it's a walleye, it's big. Yep, that's a walleye. That's definitely over 18. Woohoo! 19. That's a keeper. So I don't like to keep them bigger than 20 inches, but 2 or 3 19s, I'll be doing good. So happy days to me. I need some fresh walleye. Okay, so once again, I thought my camera was on. Basically had to jig that one up, but the biggest thing here that I'm noticing, and most people will never even think about this, everybody thinks that they can use whatever they want. This water is so clear that these fish, even with, I think I have a 6-pound test rod that I tried, and then I had a 10-pound test, but it's 100% fluorocarbon. These fish won't go anywhere near those baits. I can see them, and they're just not going anywhere near the bait. So I switched to my 4-pound test to see if I could, and of course it works. Just got to play the drag. So I got one 19-inch walleye, and yeah, I'm gonna see if I can get 2 more before the big storm comes in. I have about an hour here, a little longer than an hour, but I don't want to push it because it's gonna be a nasty one today. And like I was saying, I'm using this on this Tuned Up Customs Apex 7.2 Light. So this is technically my big panfish rod. But I mean, it'll catch anything as long as you know how to play the drag. That's why I like these reels. Something I can teach you guys is these fish are just kind of hanging out on these break lines, it looks like. So there's like a steady break line right in here. It goes from about 18 to 22. What are you? Jeez, there's so many. I wasn't looking. Why do I feel like there's another big rock bass? Oh you could eat. I mean, if that's a rock bass, that's a big one. That's a huge rock bass. I mean, that's fun. Okay, I'm seeing some much larger marks. So I'm gonna throw this minnow down since I have them. I won't be able to use them much longer. Let's see if the minnow does it. These are some big marks. So we'll see if they want to eat a minnow. That's easy pickings, even though there's 1,000 minnows around. Okay, so I threw a minnow at these guys for probably 5-10 minutes. We're gonna see if they prefer the worm. Wasn't looking, riding some waves. Little school of largemouth down there. Be kind of fun if there were some big ones. I know there's some big ones around. They're all fun, so anybody asking, I catch them all. Got another one. Not sure what this guy... I mean, this guy feels like another walleye, possibly. What do we got here? No. What are you? A smallmouth or a largemouth? Largie? Probably shouldn't swing any fish on this 4-pound test, but I just did. Little guy chasing schools of fish around. Finally, been chasing this school of giants around for like 20 minutes. Recording? Yes. I had to cast at them like 45 feet away. Clearwater fishing, it's tough. This feels like a good one too. But everything feels like a giant when you're fishing with a panfish rod for walleye. Oh no! It came off right at the boat. Oh, that was another keeper. really hard to set the hook when you're setting it from frickin' 40 feet away. Buried the hook in that one. This one doesn't feel as big. Oh, holy crap. That's huge. Oh my God, how long are you? Try to remember what the state record is for this thing. Keep it in mind. A 10-inch rock bass. Big old pile of fish right here. See if any of them bite. There's another big one. Oh, how am I not getting hooks in these things? Wasn't paying attention. Was messing with my camera. This guy was just sitting there with it. Gotta remember this is 4-pound test. But I also can't mess with these guys too long if I want to get them in. Got himself off. Let's see how big this one is. That one's 16.5. Super thick though. Okay, I'm running out of time here. I gotta just go fast. Try and stick a couple big ones and be done with it. Can't push it too long today. I already bailed out my boat once this year. All right, let's see if we can get a keeper before the storm gets here. These prefrontal days are fun, but they're also dangerous. Got him. Feels like another good one. Kind of like picking these guys off the back of the pack here, so I might even be able to get another chance at one. Yeah, this one feels a little bit bigger. Getting dicey with the 4-pound test. They're so close. I think this guy's just under again. 17.5, let's see. Yeah. 17 3/4. They're getting closer. I think I got that one. I think I got a hook in that one. Feels like a big fish, but I don't know what kind. Oh, it's a walleye. Okay. Good deal. Right species. Let's see how close this guy is. He's a fat, healthy guy, but I know he's not gonna go 18. 17 3/4. There's gonna be a lot of good fishing out here for the next couple years. I got that one, even though I had a horrible hook set. Let's see if we can get him in. Let's see if I'm filming. Yes, I'm filming. Also had trouble remembering and push record. Today's been a cluster. And I know for a fact that guy is not big enough. But that's like 7 or 8 walleye today. There's an upside. That one. Got a solid one here. Oh, here come the waves. I stayed too long. There's wakeboard boats out here. Let's see how big she goes. Just 18. Just big enough. All right, guys, you guys saw it about the last 18 and a quarter. I'm about to get swamped here. Yep, it's time to get out the water. I'm gonna get seasick. And there's a storm coming and all the above. So prefrontal conditions, the fish are sitting on a break line about 20 to 25 feet of water. And yeah, I was just throwing slip bobbers in front of them and hoping that they bite. Not all of them were active. I was just pulling active ones out of a school, and then I would lose the school and then I have to find the school again. So yep, just got to keep searching. If you go out and you're drifting around, the best way to do this is to drift it and then go back upwind and drift it. And as soon as you mark fish, drop on their heads. You can just use a slip bobber like I did, and probably be the easiest way for you to do it. But hopefully you guys enjoyed today's little walleye video. I got 2 fish for the fridge, and yeah, I'm gonna have a good walleye dinner, and I'll have walleye dinner for a couple days actually, because I only eat one side of the fillet at a time. You don't need to eat both. I don't know how people eat like 5 fish at a time, but it happens. Hopefully I don't get copyrighted here. I got freaking people wakeboarding or wake surfing and listening to music. So see you guys next time.